Good morning. Good morning, Reverend Chan, members of the teaching faculty, young gentlemen of DBS. Welcome back to Diocesan Hill. As we begin the academic year of 2018-2019 and look forward to all the events ahead, perhaps many of you, especially our prefects, captains, and chairmen, have already prepared your schedules and strategies in anticipation of the milestones and challenges that lie ahead. Whether it be the festivals and competitions showcasing our science-related sports and music talents, or the challenge of tests and exams pushing us to extend our intellectual abilities, these school events are testaments of our commitment to excellence. In particular, the whole school events, such as the Garden Fete, Speech Day, and special days, will be galvanizing the school to bring us together to celebrate the one DBS spirit. This year stands out because we will be celebrating our 150th anniversary. 150 years must seem to you a very, very long time. A 150th year anniversary exceeds the metal anniversaries, silver, gold, and platinum. It far exceeds the centenary anniversary, the gold standard of historical milestones. In order to celebrate or commemorate any anniversary, we must understand its significance. It is important to put it back in the context of its history. Likewise, to celebrate DBS's 150th anniversary, we must put it back into the context of the 150 years of history that has come before us. Many of us associate history to ancient things. What is the point of knowing about them, one might ask? It has nothing to do with our lives. It is that we often speak of a collection of past events with no bearing on the present. But it is the very knowing and celebration of our school history that can provide us with insight into our roots, our present, and our future direction. DBS has a long and proud history. This history has always been inextricably linked to addressing the needs of the community. Even from its humble beginnings in 1869, when Bishop Alfred established the Diocesan Home and Orphanage, the school served the needs of the local community by providing education to the increasing number of Eurasian orphans. The orphanage soon became a school. In 1878, DBS then, in its own right, became a school solely for the young male population of Hong Kong. Right before the World War I, our previous headmaster, Mr. Featherstone, saw the need for providing more space to the boys for all-rounded development. His proposal in the 1920s to move the school from Bonham Road, Hong Kong side, to Mong Kok was received with mixed reactions. This move would mean that the school would leave the established schools on Hong Kong side, many of them are still there to this very day, and to relocate to the remote frontiers of Kowloon, a rather barren land, surrounded by paddy fields back then. We moved all the way next to Boundary Street, literally the border of our city back in those days. And to this day, the decision has enabled the school to provide our boys with a large hall that you're now sitting in, more space, more fresh air, and more opportunities to learn, and very importantly, to play. Tracing our 150 years of history, DBS has served the needs of the society within our grounds and beyond this hill. At every juncture, the school has always cared about the community and found ways to serve. These are the school's core values: all-round education, all-round excellence, our brotherhood, and dedicated contribution to the society. Every single person in this hall is part of this legacy and identity. These things bind our brotherhood together. These 150 years have been a great adventure for generations of DBS boys, but our path does not and will not end here. We blaze forward to continue the legacy and forge new paths ahead. Learning about where we were before is therefore not only backward-looking, but forward-looking. It helps us to learn about who we are, and more importantly, what we can become. This year, we'll be celebrating our 150th anniversary by having, in January, a light-up ceremony with the CE visiting us. In February, speech day and graduation ceremony. In May, a Thanksgiving service. In the same month, a go-kart downhill race. In July, large-scale homecoming concerts at the Cultural Center. In November, a 3-day education conference. And to conclude it all, a 150th anniversary celebration banquet. The celebration and activities do not end here. In this era of unprecedented change, we continue to forge new paths to understand and serve our community by applying what we learn and in new and innovative ways. Satya Nadella, the current CEO of Microsoft, in his new book, Hit Refresh, suggests 2 things that spark his endeavors. He said, "Ideas excite me, empathy grounds and centers me." This is what we should be working towards while serving the community in 2019 and beyond. Just like the author, we can arm ourselves with these 2 attributes: a love for new ideas and knowledge, and a profound care for the people around us. Allow empathy to be your vision and engine. Learn about the neighbors who need your help. Walk a mile in their shoes. And drive your ideas for the betterment of our community, nation, and mankind. From the diocesan home and orphanage to the diocesan boys' school, we have indeed come a long way. The history of the school shows us that for 15 decades, we have upheld this undefiled heritage and sought improvement to our communities. Our commitment to all-round excellence will continue to propel us forward to serve our Lord and the society in the most profound way possible. The first steps of our beloved school's next 150 years begin with every single one of you. May our good Lord grant wisdom to light your path and grant strength to you all daily for the blessed journey ahead. May God bless you all. May God bless the Diocesan Boys' School. Thank you.